Welcome to this week's Down Home with Tina show. I am your host and I'm so excited to be here. Something fun you probably caught if you watched the show last week is I've got some Down Home with Tina mugs, and my little mugs I give to each one of my guests, and I just feel it important for them to feel like they're home, and I love to give gifts, so they get cookies and they get this little mug. But what I really think, one of my favorite things about the mug is that I have written on the back of it, "You are amazing." So as a right-hander, I was talking about this earlier, as I hold it, I can see "You are amazing" on it. And then if you're a left-hander, you get to look at me. So I'm sorry, I don't want to say I'm sorry to all my lefties, because I've got a lot of great friends, very smart and fun friends who are lefties, as well as right-handed as well. You just get to see "You are amazing." Folks, I've got such a fun show coming up here ahead. I hope that you will stick around. I've got a gal who has an event every year now. This is the 11th year. And then I've also got a couple of folks who they participate in vintage baseball, and you can learn all about that. I just want to thank you so much for watching the Down Home with Tina show. Coming up is a great and fun show. Be back in just a minute.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Life is unpredictable. That's why estate planning is important. Estate planning provides you comfort and peace of mind knowing that you're taking care of your loved ones and ensuring your legacy lives on just as you envisioned. You lived a life that is beautifully and uniquely yours. You deserve an estate planning attorney who understands that and creates a plan as unique as you and in the best interest of your loved ones. You deserve the local, trusted, experienced attorneys at Dagger Law.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. Mindy Byers is with me. She is the chairperson for an event that she's been putting on for several years now, and it's the first time I get to interview her about it, and I cannot wait because the cause is it's a great cause for those who are in need, and it's usually mostly women with breast cancer. And I'm going to find out all about what she's doing because I don't know a whole lot, and that's what I love about being able to do this, is because I have a conversation with folks just as you. And Mindy, you have been doing this. It is the Bra Crawl.
Bra Crawl.
And you will have it once again this year.
Yep.
And I'm sure, did you guys even have anything last year?
We did have it last year.
You did have it.
We did everything virtually, and we actually had a record year, which is crazy because everything was done on Facebook Live. So we raised $14,000 online.
Oh my gosh, that gives me goosebumps.
It was
just
really
hearing
awesome.
you say that.
Yep.
So what is it exactly that you do? What is the Bra Crawl?
So the Bra Crawl started in 2011. A friend, Jenny Woodruff, which used to be I met her during my time as a member of the Chamber of Commerce 20 years ago. Oh my God. So in 2011, she was diagnosed, and we kind of put our heads together and decided we wanted to do a bar crawl, call it the Bra Crawl. It was not going to be an annual thing. It was just to help her out. So we raised about $1,000, and we had about 50 people show up. And it was more of what it is now is more of a downtown event, so everyone can walk to the establishments. But then we hopped around to different bars all over the city.
Okay.
So Jenny came to us shortly after the crawl. She had met someone during treatment that needed a little assistance, so she asked if we would want to put another one on. Of course we said yes, because it's a party.
Right.
So we did another one, and then about that time we kind of decided that we would try to make it an annual event. Two main things about the Bra Crawl that makes it super special is each recipient picks the next year's recipient. So I don't pick anyone. I've never picked a recipient. So every year the woman is picked from someone else that has gone through the whole process of chemo, radiation, mastectomy, hysterectomies. I mean, they have it all, losing their hair. So, so each one is picked. And then the other cool thing is 100% of the money that we raise goes directly to a woman that is from Fairfield County.
So $14,000 was handed over.
A check to her. And it's awesome because I don't put stipulations on how she spends that money. Like if she wants to go to Florida
she needs
for a month
and she needs to do something for herself. Do it.
Because she's lost her hair. She's lost, I mean, in most cases, hair, eyelashes, eyebrows, I mean, breasts, ovaries, uterus, like.
Do something for you is really what it is.
You lose part of your femaleness.
Yes.
So we have total, since the start, have raised about $84,000, and that stays local. I don't keep anything. I don't pay myself.
A volunteer thing.
It's
for
volunteer,
just
and then
back.
So the day of the crawl, everything that you spend money on. And I can tell you about the whole process.
I
after
love that.
But everything you spend money on, whether it's a beer, whether it's merchandise, T-shirts, your registration fee, food, whatever you spend your money on, a portion of all things spent comes back to the recipient.
Oh my goodness! So, do you do like an auction thing as well, where you auction off different items and things? Or Chinese auction,
so
do different,
Last year was kind of, we're kind of changing a couple things. In the past, we've had raffle tickets, 50-50 sale, 50-50 tickets, and then a live auction. But last year, having it online, we found we made more money doing the, instead of doing raffle prizes, we do an online auction on Facebook. So we have photos of baskets or gift certificates or whatever that is donated, and the community donates so much stuff. It's awesome. And then you just comment on the photo during the open bidding times, and that's how you win. That's how you win whatever you're bidding on.
Okay.
But so that's going to take away from the raffle. We're not going to do raffle tickets. It's a lot the day of.
Are you still doing it with the Facebook as well, or are you doing certain items with the Facebook, or the same items that you would do in person?
There will be an online auction, and that will be the week before the crawl. The crawl's October 2nd.
Okay.
So the online auction will be September 25th through, I think that's that week. I'd have to look. So that's the week before, and then the day of, we will have 2 live auctions. One at two of the stops along the crawl path.
How many stops typically do you have, or are you still gaining more?
No, it's typically the same each year. It's always been Ale House, 1890, and then we go to O'Hood's, and then Double Edge Brewery, and then to Bootleggers. The 2 live auctions will be at Ale House and Bootleggers. The one at Bootleggers is always pretty wild because it's at the end of the crawl. So what happens during the day is you show up at the registration tent, which we, in 2019, we went through the steps to close Broad Street down. So we close the street down, we have a huge tent, we have a roped off area. There's a beer tent, there's food trucks. We will have chips, dips, and stuff as one of the food trucks, and it's a new one, Hacks, Slider, Shack. It's a mouthful. So those 2 food trucks will be there, and there will be cornhole and an accessories tent because.
Is there going to be a cornhole tournament?
No, just fun. Just like a party. We'll have music. Adam Roby is going to DJ.
So here's my one question, because I've seen this in the past. Do you suggest folks dress up like in pink? Or you just kind of like...
It's outrageous.
Okay. Like tutus. I just remember in my mind I'm seeing tutus.
Pink wigs, bras outside shirts with, bedazzled bras, masks. People have had like the old, like Halloween masks with
the feathers.
Everything goes. There's groups of women that come together as a girls' night out, which it's a girls' day out because it starts at noon.
And how long does it go till?
Till 10.
Okay, so it's all day long.
It's
okay.
a long day. Yes. It's a long day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you come and register. I'll actually have pre-registration, and I'll give you the dates for that, where you can register online and actually get a t-shirt if you register online. Big Ideas always does our t-shirts. They give the t-shirts to us at a minimal cost.
So for folks who maybe don't want to come out just because of the times or whatever, is there a way for them to give those donations? I know you said you've got the thing going on Facebook,
Yep,
on Facebook Live, but can they just give to you? And are you taking donations with that as well? Donations for giveaways also?
Yep. So we're taking donations for online items as well as live auction items.
Okay.
And those can be dropped off to, my husband and I own Jack Fitness. This is what I live in, so this is why I'm wearing this. I came from a crazy day to come here. So yes, you can drop any donation, whether it's monetary, whether it's an auction item, whether it's anything. We're at 409 Garfield Avenue in Lancaster. And then you can also donate online. The key to giving is a local 501c3 that kind of houses fundraisers. So they have always been really awesome with us. Michelle Ross is my side counterpart to this. She keeps all the money in line. So you can do keytogiving.org, and you just have to specify Bra Crawl for the donation. The deadline for we're also doing sponsors too. We do have a t-shirt. This is our cute little logo that we've had since the beginning. But the back will have sponsors.
Okay.
There's A cup, B cup, C cup, and D cup.
Oh, cute.
So, and the sponsors are listed on the back of the t-shirts as well as listed on the Facebook page. I mean, I try to
to get
put them everywhere, but it's really fun. We do an opening ceremony for all the women.
What is the deadline for the sponsorship, though? 'Cause being that they're going
September
on t-shirts
11th.
and stuff. Okay.
September 11th is a deadline for that.
Registration?
September 11th. If it's so I have pre-registration.
Okay.
It will go live on August 30th.
Okay.
And that will go through September 11th.
September
But
11th.
It's fun.
Can you
fun.
register the day of?
Yes,
Like,
it's
you can walk up
$20
and go,
online. You can you get a t-shirt if you do online, but it's $25 at the door.
Okay. Do you not get a t-shirt at the door?
No.
I'm sure that's hard.
But
to
they're
do
for
that, so
sale.
that's right.
They
Oh,
will
but they'll be for sale that day. Perfect.
And you have to have your
Perfect.
ID. Do not forget your ID.
Yes, because you will not. No matter if you
I have to have
are 80 years old.
Right.
They're just requiring it.
I have to
because-
get the liquor permit in my name, and I like to follow the rules. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. So don't be upset. If you need to get it now.
It's just fun. It's an all out, and it's such a good day. All the previous women, the previous recipients are there. They all have a sash that say Miss Bra Crawl in their year. We have a ceremony. They all hug the new person. Our new, our recipient this year is Andrea Baker Smith, and I've known her for years. I mean, it's just, and each person that's chosen comes to us like they're supposed to be that recipient.
It was supposed to be. Yeah,
yeah,
it was meant to be.
Yeah,
They
it
were
just
brought to
happens
the-
that way. So.
Thank you so much, Mindy, for being
Thank
a
you.
guest. And anybody
Thank you.
that they can go to your Facebook?
Yes, my Facebook is Mindy Byers. Lancaster, Ohio Bra Crawl is the page, the group page.
Okay.
And then there's an event page called 11th Annual, because it's the 11th year. I'm so excited.
That's even
I
cool,
want to
'cause
raise
I love the number.
$20,000 this year. That's my goal.
I was going to ask you,
I
the goal
want-
is 20,000.
I've never set a goal, but this year I want to make it to 100,000 for the lifetime. So
We have a very generous community, so
We do.
we're just yes, you go, girl. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Folks, I'll be back in just a minute. You're watching Down Home with Tina.
Fairfield Federal. When it comes to our customers and our community, we go above and beyond to help. Our people make the difference.
We were retiring from Tucson, Arizona, and we made a retirement trip out around Ohio, having decided that's where we wanted to be. And we came across this town called Lancaster, and we fell in love with the downtown area, where the fountain is, and the memorials, and the flags, and all this stuff. And we looked around, and I said, "There's our bank, right there."
There's something to be said about a community bank in your hometown.
Right. If you live in the community, you should do business in the community as much as possible. So it makes sense to bank with the community bank that you where you live.
Fairfield Federal is the bank to be at. If you live in this town, or any town actually, you want a bank and a local home bank. And the employees are happy here, they're conversant, customer service is through the roof. There's nothing more you could ask for.
Personal or business banking, whatever you need, we take it seriously because we know you do. Stop by today at any of our 3 locations and see why the difference is clear. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. It's the Down Home with Tina show. I've got a fella I have known since I was 5. We're just going to go with that. And it's really funny because I know that I've got 2 folks, as you can see here in just a second, that we got a lot to talk about in such a short amount of time. And Mark is like, Tina, you're going to keep it short and brief? Because he says she has been that way since we were kids, like young kids. And he's not lying at all, you guys. So who I have with me is Mark Skatze, and he is with the Ohio Village Muffins, which is a vintage baseball team. And then I have Brandy Frias, who is with the Ohio Village Lady Diamonds. Vintage baseball team as well.
That's correct.
Yes, and I'm so excited to have the 2 of you with me. So Mark, tell me a little bit about the Village Muffins.
It's a vintage baseball team based on like the 1860s way they played ball. They started in like 1981 as the Ohio Village Muffins, and they play out of the Ohio History Connection, which is up there off 17th Avenue right by the fairgrounds. The main goal is to educate how baseball started, how it was back in the 1860s.
Yeah. How many are on a team?
On the field it's 9. Usually right now we keep it at 12 so everybody gets plenty of playing time.
Okay.
But normally back then there was like 3 squads. There was the A squad, I don't know exactly what they call it, then like a B squad, and then the 3rd squad was called the Muffs,
Yeah.
because they were not as good as the rest.
Oh, okay. So that's why they had the different squads. So tell me what position you play.
I'm usually on the infield.
Infield?
Yeah, I usually play 3rd, 1st, and pitch some now. But
did you have to try out for this team?
No. You don't. You get a hold of Susan at the Ohio History Connection. If you go to their ohiohistory.org and look up the Muffins, it'll give you the way to get a hold of Susan at the Historical Society or Connection now, to join either the Ohio Village Muffins or the Lady Diamonds.
Okay, so where all do you guys play? How often do you play?
They play average about 40 games a year, maybe more.
Nice.
We play other vintage teams in Ohio. I mean, this year they traveled to St. Louis and played games. My 2nd or 3rd year with the Muffins, we went to Minnesota, played like a round robin, 3-4 games up there. Then we went to a local baseball team and watched and went on the field and played. And then we went down to Dyersville, Iowa, and played a game on the Field of Dreams.
Nice.
Did the whole standing up, walking out of the corn, all that stuff. That was great. From there, we went up to Rockford, Illinois, and played a vintage team there, and also reenactors or vintage team of the Rockford Peaches from the League of Their Own. And we played where the Peaches played when they were. So we travel all over. They've traveled all the way out to California before, down to D.C. But most of our games are village. We did go to like festivals.
Okay.
And perform like we were just at the Baltimore Festival, and they had like sport coaches and school administrators and stuff, or like the mayors. Well, you usually go to do that. That's most of the games that they play.
Who funds this? Is it through you guys?
Mostly through
yourself. Or do you do fundraising?
Mostly donations through.
Nice.
Mostly, okay. And then it's tied into the Ohio History Connection.
What is different from baseball then and now that you teach the history of it?
One of the biggest things that people notice first is we don't wear gloves. No gloves. I mean, and it's just like this is the baseball. It's a lemon peel ball, and it's hard as a regular baseball.
It is.
Yes.
And so when it's thrown,
Thrown,
it's
hit,
bad.
yeah.
You
I mean,
catch it
we-
just the
yeah,
same
we-
as you would in a glove. I mean,
It's
the field.
done, back then it was done mostly for exercise.
Okay.
So your main job is to pitch it so that they can hit it, so you can run, field, all this stuff. So it's underhand pitch, and then like it's the nine guys on the field. There's like most of our games are what's called a bound rule.
Okay.
An out is caught if you catch it on one bounce, you're out.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of levels the. But if you're playing in the infield, line drive comes, you still gotta
Right. Yeah. You
either
still gotta
put your
try to
hands up,
stop
get
it.
out of the way, or are you gonna?
Yeah,
wear
let it go or take the hit.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean,
take
I've
the
seen
hit.
guys split their fingers wide open, and I've left the whatchamacallit with my fingertip broke.
Pretty competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially there's some vintage teams that do it. There's a World Series in Dearborn, Michigan,
Wow.
and
wow.
there's vintage teams that are really competitive. I mean, we're mainly to teach the game, but we're competitive and all
Okay.
also.
Well, Brandy, it's your turn. So, Brandy Frias, you are one of the players for the Lady Diamonds. So, what is the difference from the guys playing and the Muffins and how the girls play?
There's not too much. I think the biggest thing is obviously our uniform. We still play by the same rules. If anything, we don't overrun first due to safety. But really, it's pretty much the same rules as far as the men. So
How do you run in the dress? Because we were talking that, I mean, you've got a few different layers, so it's
Yes.
even warmer than what the guys.
yes, we run very carefully, and you're not an
Do you
official.
pull it up and run?
You can, but to be ladylike, you're not supposed to show any ankle. So
you're not supposed to.
You're not
pull it
supposed
up
to.
and run.
Now, if you
know
fall
me,
in,
that's what I'd be doing. I'd be like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going.
now if you fall and you trip on your dress, then you're an official ball player. But until you do that,
Oh, okay.
so we have that kind of inside joke. But
Okay, well,
yeah.
you had pantaloons on, so I
Yes.
mean, if I pulled them up, it's not
Yes.
going to be that I'm going to
Absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely.
Why did you decide to do something like this, and what is it like being on the Lady Diamonds team?
Well, this is my 22nd year. My husband actually plays. He played when they started. He's been playing since he was 13. So
How long have the Lady Diamonds been? Because it's not as long as the
no,
Muffins,
no,
right?
they were started actually by my mother-in-law and a friend
Oh,
in the mid 90s. So, and then I joined in 99 after them. But they, I think it was formed. They did the research with the Vassar College ladies and wanted to, as Mark said, educate people on how women played.
Do you go to different festivals and such like that? What are some of the regular festivals that you go to that folks can watch you play?
Let's see. There's always one in Carroll that we've attended.
Okay.
We-
Old Timers Festival, is
Yeah,
that the one?
yes.
Yeah, we've gone to that one. There's Baltimore that we just recently went to. But we don't really have any regular festivals. Usually it's a bicentennial we're celebrating. That
What is it something that you really enjoy doing with this that you get to share with folks that they wouldn't know otherwise with the vintage baseball?
Oh, I think the biggest thing is meeting people. I have friends all over the country, and playing with my husband, and then playing myself. We have friends that we've developed, and we could consider them family, and just the building those relationships.
Oh, absolutely. Do you travel as much as the Muffins as well?
No, we are the only team left in Ohio that are of ladies. There used to be actually several teams, but as with ladies come, then wives, and then become mothers, and then we
Right.
tend to step back and take care of families. So,
So who are the other team that you play?
well, there used to be the Lady Clodbusters out of Dayton. There used to be a team out of Akron, the Lady Locks, and then there are two teams up in the Michigan area, and they're still trying to figure things out.
Okay, so do you get to play them at all?
No, we haven't.
No,
We
you
hadn't
don't.
in a
You
couple of
haven't.
years.
Oh,
So
you haven't. Okay, so when will you get to play next?
we play at the Ohio Cup,
At the Ohio Cup. And when's that?
Yeah, I skipped that.
Labor Day weekend.
You skipped that?
So-
So you both
Yep.
play, so
Yeah.
you can
Yep.
share for both then.
Labor Day weekend. Yeah.
How did people get tickets for things
free.
like that?
It's free.
Oh, it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Oh,
So we
fun.
and it's all day. It's all day. Games are 50 minutes long, and different teams play from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday and Sunday.
If it's a fella for the Muffins or it's a gal for the Diamonds, who would they contact, or reach out to if they wanted to participate and be a part of your teams?
For us, it's either Amy Dickerson or Megan Boggs, and then the Muffins, they have.
Well, it's Aaron Seddon's like the captain, but I think for both, if you go through the Ohio Historical Society on their site, and the Ohio Cup is teams from all over the country.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
like in 8 or 9 different states, 30 teams.
Mark, where would they go to follow you all, like on social media?
We have both of us have Facebook. I know you can go to ohiohistory.org and look up for the Muffins and the Diamonds. We're kind of on the same page. And then the Cup is this weekend, and it's at the 17th Avenue, right by the fairgrounds.
Awesome. Thank you. You guys, I know, not a lot of time, but you are my veteran of the month, Mark. So there are lots of goodies in here. And somebody told me that you like very, 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 very hot sunflower seeds. So if they're too hot, it is not my fault. But I do have a gift in here from Downtown Bistro. And I also have a gift card for Ava Jewelers because I believe it's your anniversary.
In May it was, yes.
Oh, it was? Your anniversary was in May? What's today? I saw something on social media. Well, anyways, there's something in there from Ava, a gift certificate to buy Michelle something, rather it's your anniversary or not. Okay, I've got a gift for you as well, my dear.
Oh,
thanks. We gotta go. So we'll be back in a minute, folks. We got a fun game that Mark's gonna play with me. You'll find out a little bit about me. Yeah, I know, right? It's Down Home with Tina show.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Welcome back to the Down Home with Tina show. It has been a while since I've been on set, and I'm so excited. It's my second show that we're back, and I wanted to do something fun, so we're doing a game. I'm going to ask Mark, who I've known since kindergarten, some questions about me. As he answers yes or no or right, then he's going to spin, and then we're going to click to see what happens. So, okay, the first question is, what school did I go to and graduate from?
Burlington.
Super easy. Okay, you got to spin. And
5.
Oh, man. Ready? Yes. Okay, so this one he's going to give me. How many siblings do I have? Do you know? Or how many are there of us? Do you remember?
I think it's 2.
No. Okay, good. Okay. Do I have any brothers?
Yes.
No.
No?
Am I older or younger than you? You better just answer that.
I think you're, no.
Am I younger or older?
I think you're younger.
Okay, yes, that's right.
5 again.
2.
Oh!
The eyeball. Really? No, I won't do that to his uniform. Mark, thank you so much, my friend, for coming out and being a guest on the show. Folks, take care of yourself, have some self-care, and laugh. Laughter is the most important thing in life. Hope you have a great week. God bless and good day.